So they're between 35 and 70.
Well, my name is Ian Sanders and I'm making tree tables, which is what I do for my living. They're hand sculpted from logs. In this case it's an elm log and it's been seasoned, and now I'm sort of carving branches and it will make I'll have an elm top on it and it'll become a table that way. It'll be probably next year be finished.
And so have you cut your way in from a circular?
Yes, cutware, yes. You do the heavy duty work with the chainsaw and then the shaping is done by hand. It's ideal to chainsaw when they're green because then you open the wood up so that it can shrink down without splitting. So by getting the core out there, you have a ring which can shrink down, otherwise you'll get shapes developing, which is basically what's called splits. And I have cut cross going into the middle. Some bigger logs actually completely hollow out, but this is elm and you can see it hasn't split at all, and elm's very good with that. Other woods like ash or oak will split more readily.
Do you plan where the branches are going to go, or do you just see how the wood is forming as you go?
It's a bit of both. You have to plan it a bit when you're doing the chainsawing, and then when you're working on it you look at the features in the wood and then you work around that, and then you're also trying to shape it, each individual branch, to make it more interesting, more balanced, more naturalistic as well. That's the chainsaw cut where I've gone in that way to take out this core here. But being quite narrow there, I can't really go that far. It's slightly odd. What I've done here is I've taken a branch where part of a branch where it's actually dividing into two. So actually the tree shape is following the two separate branches branching out. So that's going to be structurally very strong. It's like a cook barn. You know, you're using the structure of the wood to support it. How long does it take?
Yes, how long does it take to make one of these?
That's the most common question. I probably get asked that about 40 times a day.
Yeah.
And I usually bluff it by saying, like this one would be about 30 to 40 hours. But I actually have no idea, because I started this log about 3 years ago. It's been seasoned, it's a bit of work done on it, a bit of seasoning, a bit more work on it, a bit more seasoning, and I probably could have started with actually carving the branches last year. They sort of organically grow as you're making them.
And do you have a favourite wood to work with?
Probably walnut. Elm works very well, it's lovely wood and it's cross-grained, it holds together very well. But walnut's also very nice.
Did it take you many years to do what you're doing now?
I started about 17 years ago, 18 years ago, and actually worked it out quite quickly. Bits were slightly refined, this and that, but the actual idea was developed quite quickly.
So do you ever try and make the tables look like the tree that
Yes.
they are?
Yeah, I have done that. Yeah, I have actually. One of the first ones I made, we had an ash tree in our garden, and the branches the form of the branches started from the tree in the garden. Another one it was elm tree table, and I copied the drawing from Constable from East Bergholt. So I have done that, yes.